Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Need a way to hold the drill motor here. So probably gonna run supports from here to here on both sides. Find the right bolt, because they're a little loose in there, but from here to here. And simply just take a washer, put a washer, and then I'll tack weld a piece of this square bar from there to there. And then if I need one, I don't think I'm gonna need it, but I can also go from another one down if I need to, or maybe make a saddle for it to hold on. So it would come either from the bottom up and hold the base, or the top down and hold it. Sort of like what I'm messing with on this side here. Just a little saddle here. All right, here's the auger. Ended up getting 10 feet of it. So we have plenty of there to mess around with. Here's the kit from Farmer Boy that I ordered. Now this all came as one. So we have a gate slide to shut off and on the material. This is an internal baffle that you can use to limit flow into it. Came with the clamps. I'm assuming the clamps probably squeeze on the end for the arbor. Of course, the arbor. Has the bearing on it and a grease fitting, and then on the end of it, it has a hole drilled for the breakaway shear nut bolt setup. So this simply goes inside there. You can see how this works. The shaft will spin. I'm going to spin this shaft, and the auger is going to come in through here over top of this. To here, I'm going to connect a piece of 3-inch pipe. I got a scrap piece laying around, so we'll use that. I believe it came off of a rolled carpet. It came with this little handy door to go onto there, so we can clean it out if we got a jam. Overall, it's a decent kit, so it's going to really speed up this whole operation. So. Okay, here's how this works. This is still pretty crude here, but it is working. I did this concrete edge down here, support the pavers there, and I did these two little troughs here to catch the rainwater. They are contoured. This took 6 bags. That took a little, I think this took 5 over here because it's a little lower. Total mix time on each of them was less than 2 minutes. So I flew through those bags faster than I could feed them. So start at the top. Here's the bag splitter. You just basically just throw the bag down on top. It splits it. From there, it goes into the auger down here. The auger, like I said before, is made for grain. They use it for like transferring grains between bins at farm sites. So you can get this in any length you need. So the motor, which is just a Harbor Freight drill, it spins the shaft, which goes through here. The coil is actually bolted to the main shaft, and it has bearings in it, and it lets you replace that if needed, because eventually down the road it will wear or it will break or dent or whatever. I did weld some washers in here. There's one there and there's one here. The reason why I did that is so inside the middle here, I didn't want concrete to flow on the outsides and not the insides. I wanted to get pushed out of here as soon as I can and let it slow down in here and mix a little more. So this is pushing more volume than just this side here. So for the water side, it's the other switch. You just flip this, switch it on or off. It's all hardwired in. So the water comes into here. This is just a steel fitting. It's welded right to it. Using a Y adapter. Attach hose here. Attach small hose here so you can wash stuff off. This is all parts to a water maker system. It was $9 for all the valves and clips and everything. So just gonna make some adapters. This controls the water flow, which you can also do here. And then up in here, I don't know if you can see it, is a solenoid relay. 120 volt, it just turns it off and on, turns the water off and on. So I got two jets here. So basically this is just a brass fitting attached to the plastic with a hole drilled through it. And it basically shoots a water stream down into the cement, and then here from another angle it does the same thing. So far I've been running at max and varying my speed on my drill. That is done simply just with this bolt. This turns it in and out. So I'll turn the motor on. And you just speed it up or slow it down. So eventually, I don't know if that motor's going to stay on there. You can see how I mounted it. I just ran the bolts through here into there. So it's working good. Occasionally it does jam, but I just simply reach down, give it an extra bump with that, and it clears it out. It's got plenty enough torque to move it. I am working on a way to slow down the feed. So I've been messing with different designs. I have a panel, actually a couple panels I made to do this. I had these welded in here, then I realized it was better for clean out just to set them in place. So that just basically sits aside there, and I'm just trying to feed this little bit here. But what ends up happening is rolling down here, going here, and then it's actually going underneath of it. So the angle really doesn't help too much. So the biggest issue is keeping that mass amount of concrete mix, because the gravel and stuff off of this section of the motor, it just takes a lot of torque to spin it, and eventually jams up. So I'll turn the motor on. You can see how it, let me just back this down. We'll do it a little slow. Total cost, I think I got less than 300 bucks into it. Obviously a lot of my own time and some figuring out. Originally had the hopper a little bigger. I was trying to make it a little smaller to cut down on the amount, so I added a panel in here. Still need to do some handles on it, and I want just a permanent wash down hose attached to it, and only have it like, probably make it like 3 feet so we don't have to, well, so I'm not tempted to use it on something else. So I do need to get another tire. I have a wagon that came from China, so I got 3 more wheels to try out. Actually 2 more, because I used the one there. Originally I had set up for 4 wheels on this, and then I lost the bolt. These are simply just bolt axles I made. And I lost one of the bolts, and then I had the idea, hey, it'd be nice to just make it so you could swivel. So basically you could swivel in and out of the where you're doing your work. I did notice, like, when you first start, you need to start outside of where you're pouring. Let that excess water get out of the system, and then swing it back into place. The height of this spout, 5-gallon bucket fits underneath it nice, so that was a win. I actually didn't plan too much for that. It's just some rebar. That's about it for it. So hopefully, I got a lot of projects to do with it. I got a couple decorative pavers I'm going to make out this way here. Then over here I'm going to be doing a sidewalk. So